Today's the day. Let's do this. Let's get this show on the road, boys. Alright guys, we just got set up. I just got everything put up together. Got in here a little bit later than I would have liked to. But it seems like, we didn't jump anything, didn't scare any deer. So we're gonna set here for a couple of hours. We'll see what happens. My expectations aren't extremely high. The past few nights I haven't seen a lot of deer on camera, but maybe this morning we'll have one roll by. That'd be really nice. But I don't exactly know how I'm gonna film this. I've never really filmed much of a hunt before, but we're gonna try. We're gonna see what we can do. I'm ready. Let's get this deer season started. So far, guys, it's been a very quiet morning. A bunch of squirrels, as per usual. If you guys deer hunt, you know that the squirrels like to come out about this time of year. And there's been a lot of acorns falling, which is really good for me. I know that deer like acorns. We're on the edge of a field by a creek. We have a water source. We have acorns falling out of these trees. And this is a good little kind of bottleneck travel route kind of thing. But this morning it seems like it's been pretty dry. Most of my activity's been a little after daylight, and today we haven't had any activity whatsoever. A little while longer, see if anything rolls through, and maybe let an arrow fly if I can. Alright guys, it is much later in the day. It is almost 4 o'clock, so we've got a couple of hours left of this opening day. I'm going to sneak in here, get in the tree, and we're going to try to put some meat on the ground. I don't know if it's going to happen because there is a lot of pressure in this area. I don't remember how many thousands of acres it is, but just about every trail there's a vehicle or a side-by-side or something. People out here hunting, so yeah, there's a lot of pressure. But I'm going after does. I think a lot of people are deeper looking for those big mature bucks. I'm not. I just want some meat, and that's exactly what we're going to try to do here. So I'm gonna go get in a tree, and I'll be back whenever I get everything situated. Alright guys, it is 4:30 in the afternoon. It is very hot, and I just spooked a few deer coming in here. I don't know if they smelled me. The wind's in my favor, so I don't think that's what it was. But as long as they didn't get too much of a glimpse of me, I'm not too awfully worried about it because of the amount of people that are out here just every day. But I'm gonna sit here in this little pine thicket, in different kinds of trees thicket, and probably put all my marbles here for the rest of the day. We got about 2.5 hours to sit here. I brought my call with me. I might try to use like a fawn call and see if I can call a couple of deer in. But this is a really nice area. I actually did some scouting on the way in here and didn't find a lot of stuff that I liked, and I found this spot on accident. So we're gonna roll with it. We're coming down to the wire. This is like the magical time of day right now. We've got about an hour left, maybe a little less. There's still time for something cool to happen. Well guys, I think that's going to do it for day one of the 2020 2020 deer season here in Tennessee. It wasn't a complete failure. I do like this little spot. I know that, I'm talking and I blew a few deer out of it, but it's a good area. There's some beds right over here. I didn't notice it until I got in the tree, but yeah, I would call today a learning experience. That's what most days of hunting is, just a bunch of learning. Looking forward to getting back out here tomorrow and maybe putting some meat on the ground. I don't exactly know where we're going tomorrow at all. Probably just going to fly by the seat of my pants. But I'm pretty sure we're going to start out where we started out today and see what we can make happen. I'm feeling pretty confident about today. I think that we will get it done today. If not this morning, maybe tonight. I really don't know. I'm hoping for the best. I'm going to do a little bit of calling today. A little bit of fawn bleats and see if that will attract a doe. Maybe a buck, who knows. But I'm gonna give that a shot. That's been proven early season to bring does into me. So maybe it'll work today. I hope so. Let's do it. Oh man, guys, that was rough. I think that we're gonna call it a morning, at least for this spot. Might go check out some more stuff later this evening. That'll be for a different video, maybe, if it works out. I really don't want to include these videos where a lot of stuff doesn't happen. Like when there's nothing going on, I don't want to make a video about it because that's boring to watch, and it's honestly boring to make if that's the way it is. I don't want to bore you guys with a video that has no context whatsoever, essentially. That's what I'm trying to get at. And as for day one and the morning of day two, that's exactly what it's been. Just a big old pile of nothing. What I'm going to do for the rest of the morning is try to find some new spots, and we'll go check those out tonight. I'll do some scouting and see what we can get to make happen. Today is day number 6 of deer season, and it has been 4 days since I've been in my stand. We're going to go check this hang-on stand that I hunted the first 2 days, see if we can't make something happen. I'd like to lay a deer down today. That would be pretty key. That's exactly what I want to do. So the sun's coming up, and I'm going to go ahead and head out to my stand because it's a little bit of a walk. I'll see you guys whenever I get all set up and ready to go. Alright guys, I'm finally set up in this tree. I'm a little bit later than I really wanted to be, but it went from 83 degrees yesterday to 43 degrees this morning. So I'm pretty hopeful. Deer seemed to be up and moving when I left the house whenever it was dark. I'm not really sure what they're going to do now that it's not dark, and every deer's different too, so you really can't base it off of that. But we did have a full moon, and I'm not real big on whether or not the moon makes a difference in all that, but I do know that there were a lot out this morning. So I'm going to do some fawn calling early on, trying to get a couple of does maybe to come in here and try to find the fawn. You know, that kind of thing works. And maybe here really soon we'll have some meat on the ground. Alright, I think that's going to bring us to an end of this morning sit. It got pretty exciting there for a few minutes. as you guys saw, there was no way that I could possibly get a shot off on one of these does that slipped by. I hope that I got some footage of them, maybe going that way. There was a bunch of them. But really, what I should have done was let her come on in. She came right underneath the stand. I really need another camera so I can video that stuff. But she came right underneath the stand, and there was nothing I could do. I couldn't pull back on this side. I didn't even think about that being a problem, pulling back on my right side, aiming on my right side. Usually the deer here come in this way. Every picture I've got of them are coming in this way. I don't know which way they go back, but I know they come this way through this little trail. And this time they actually used another trail that I just have noticed, and I've been back here a billion times, but I see it. I know which way they go. I'm not going to move from this area. I'm probably going to keep the stand here and try again later in the week. But I heard some more noise and got nervous. But yeah, I should have just let her come on in and hoped that she would have went that way. That would have given me the perfect shooting angle, especially if I could have got her broadside. And that gets you a little bit excited, though. You know, we haven't seen a ton of action the past few days, the past couple of sets, but that right there got me going. I know that it's only a matter of time before the stand really produces. I don't think I scared the rest of the deer. They didn't seem to run off. In fact, I watched them run the other direction while this one was blowing at me, and she ran back towards where she came from. The other 7 or 8 that came out and went on the other trail just kept on walking. They didn't run away with her. So I'm hoping maybe that means that, you know, they'll be alright. They'll come back through again tomorrow morning. That would be awesome if they did. Don't know if we're going to be hunting tomorrow morning, actually, but we're going to try. And I'm kind of liking this spot now. It took a little bit for me to like it. Like you guys have probably seen, not a lot is going on or has gone on. So to actually see movement, and a lot of movement, really tells me a few things. Number one, they're using the other trail more, probably. And 2, I've been leaving a little bit early. I stayed about 35 minutes longer than I usually do. Now we're into about an hour and a half longer than I usually do. And that give me a lot of hope. Maybe I'm just leaving a hair too early, but I don't really like hunting during the mid-morning this early in the season. So maybe that's something to do, stay a little bit later. They're using this as a travel area, so maybe they're going from the adjacent field over to the other field way over yonder, and they're using this to travel during this time of the morning. And I assume that they're spending most of their free time over there and then coming back to bed over to my right during the evening. So yeah, that's about 300 yards that direction, which you know, that's not my property. Can't hunt over there, but all this over here I can. But yeah, that really got me going. I'm kind of excited.